I have given you vast technical knowledge, but you have not fulfilled your half of the bargain.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark. I am the Toy Chic, and if you like vintage toys, then you're in the right spot, because today we're starting our new series called Mutant Mondays, where we check out all things vintage Ninja Turtles on here. We're going to open up some boxes, mystery style, and see what they are. They've been sitting in here for several years, some of these boxes, so today we're going to crack open two of these boxes. Most of them are going to be mint on card, but sometimes we'll probably have some loose, nice rare figures to show off to you guys, but we're going to stick with that vintage styly Ninja Turtle on Mutant Mondays, so stay tuned for that. Get your vintage fix on Mutant Mondays when I'm able to upload, and then jump on over to Mad Hat Reviews for his Turtle Tuesdays to get your full serving of turtleness for the week. But today, hope you guys are going to enjoy it. We're going to check this out, get right into it. Let's go. Oh boy, and here we are, the true King of the Sewers, the menace of the underground, and master of the rats. We got the Rat King Baby coming in from 1989, original series. Oh boy, a lot of people's favorites. People love the Rat King. Never a figure I actually really liked. His design is really cool, very grotesque, and probably why I didn't really like him that much. He is really creepy looking. I do remember getting this figure. I had this growing up. My brother did not have this figure. I had this figure, and I remember getting it at a Toys R Us down at my grandma's house in Philadelphia. They had this figure. Looking on the back of this, though, is one of my favorite checklists of any toy line of all time, as well as being in the turtle, and that is going to be the 20 back right here. They got the original 10 back, they have this 20 back that came out later on, and you have your added villains as well as heroes. And this, man, I stared at this card back, not this specific one, but a lot of these 20 backs for so long in the back seat of my mom's car, trying to decide who we wanted to get. Leatherhead was definitely my favorite back in the day. I needed to have him. He's the one I chased for and never found him in a store. My brother actually wound up having him, and he owned Leatherhead and I never did, so I would always take his Leatherhead to use in my armies and whatnot. I want to say that my Aunt V gave that to him, and I never got one. I never saw a Leatherhead. I never got one for Christmas or any of that stuff. But my brother did eventually get a Rat King later on down the line. But I had this most of the time growing up. Man, I have pretty much all the characters on this 20 back, and I've spent most of my life chasing all of them. I am only missing Michelangelo 10 back fan club, Soft Head. I've waited to get him, and as well as General Trag, which I might actually get here very soon, because there's an auction going and he's really low, so I might actually win him to be able to pretty much get to the end of this. I have all the hard variants of all these characters, and I bought them several times. And definitely, if you're a true Turtle fan, you know you gotta have that first 20 back brick style cards. You collecting, you might not get the whole series, but you got to have the original 20 back. That's all those characters that we grew up with, getting as presents, loving. These are like the main ones for sure. But our next character that we're going to get into, hopefully I picked the right box. There is a hint to him in this background here, if you can see it. Comment below if you can guess who you think it will be. And actually looking, I forgot, the Rat King is actually right there. As we get more into Mutant Mondays, I'll have the loose figures. We can kind of go over the different variants and show you some different stuff. But I can see that box that has them in there, but it literally has a wall of boxes on it. I don't even know. There's more than 20 boxes on top of it. So that's not happening for today. But in the future, we'll try to get more of that stuff out, give you a whole full experience on here today. We're just checking out the mock style right there. We do have Naked King, the little Rat King right there. He was my brother's. Because I know that's my brother's, because mine still has his belt on him. He's in the other box. I do have weapons for all of them. So he's always hanging out. He's always on dragons. We're hanging from the cardboard somewhere. Today, Mikey is about to ninja drop on top of him, so you can't see him, he's a little cut off. But that's the story that's going on with that one right there. Great figure. Love to add this one to collection. Again, finally. And if it wasn't for that crease, he would be absolutely perfect. But whatever, I'm going to deal with it for the price. I can't complain. Let's go. And let's check out that next figure right now. Oh man. Yes, I did pick the right one. Okay. This next figure is one of my favorite figures in the entire vintage line. You guys ready for this fire-breathing hero of epic proportions? Hothead Baby from 1992. I want to say this is like the 44 back. I'm not going to count this right now. I can't freaking remember. But this is in the later waves that came out. You had all the new super awesome characters released in here. If you thought I went ape over the 20 back, yo, we stared at this 44 back forever. There's so many good characters on the back of this. Like pretty much all my favorite characters that were released from this line. This figure looks great. You guys can see it as well. Nice and straight on the card back. Very, very slight curve here, but not bad. There is a small crease right there, and then a little bit of an inward curve on this this corner dog ear, and just a little bit, but doesn't affect the display on there. It is unpunched, clear bubble, and the paint looks really good. The thing I do hate about figures that are large like this, or even when they just do it in general, when they turn the figure's head sideways in the package, I do like my figures to look straight on, because you want to look at them and just really enjoy them and see all the paint sculpts. So I hate when the head is kind of cocked to the side. Sometimes you can get figures that are released like that in the package. They're just kind of a little bit more straight from the factory, and I do look for figures like this. But when it comes down to Hothead, he's pretty much just made this way because of his larger head, the horns, his Fu Manchu. They kind of got to fit it all in there. He does have the extended neck feature that you do see right here. I do love the awesome detailing on the weapons. Like if they had those paint apps on this figure, oh my gosh, it would send it to the next level. This was always one of my favorite characters growing up. He was always in all my Turtle Wars. He's a dragon. I mean, who doesn't like a dragon, especially like a samurai type you know, mythical dragon? That's absolutely fantastic. There is a slight little crease I can barely feel right there, or the indentation, I should say, not crease, indentation. But man, this figure is really cool. And as I said, there's a hint in the background to one of our next characters, and there you go right there. Ninja Turtle Adventures issue number 28 is going to be Hothead on there. First appearance of him on there, as well as Ninjara. Very cool issue. One of the reasons why I love that issue so much is because of Hothead. And if we take this character, we'll put it right there. Oh boy, you can definitely, this is definitely him. He's got the same shoulder pauldrons on there, 3-prong, silver, yes. They just went with a more orange color instead of red. Same character, very cool. Oh man, I wanted this figure for a really long time. I tried to get all the expensive figures and stuff as I was getting my collection coming along, kind of save, like I was saying, the older figures for later because they were a lot more plentiful. They didn't cost as much. The Hothead, even still, was a little bit more expensive than some of the common figures. I would say he kind of varied around like the $65 range for quite a long time. Now he's closer to the $200 range on that. So I think definitely a little overinflated for all these figures, but he's definitely a harder one to find now in package, or even loose complete will set you back quite a bit. I stared at the back of this for so long. I remember getting this for Christmas. We lived at an apartment complex in Pennsylvania, and we came out one Christmas, and the entire living room was full, all the way to the kitchen, full of figures. Now as a kid, it probably was even crazier. Like it probably looked crazy and so big because you're like so small. But I can say even as an adult, it probably would have been mind-boggling the amount of figures we have. Because looking at the back of this, I can tell you right now that it was pretty much every single figure from the back card back. If it was a new figure, we got it, and both me and my brother got it. Plus we got vehicles, and we got other toy lines. That was a crazy Christmas. It was split down the center. I remember like all my stuff was on this side, all my brother's stuff was on this side. I was getting yelled at, don't you go opening all those figures today. You open a couple today, you save some for tomorrow. You're not going to play with all of them. You're going to open it up, and you're going to put them and just keep opening up packages all day. We're not going to do that. Yeah, I remember that. But man, that was such a cool one. We got so many good characters then. I remember all like the movie Star Wars. The Toga the Raza, Super Shredder, Anthrax, Scaletail. Oh, man, and I wanted Scaletail for a really, really long time. Him and Anthrax, we looked for those for a really long time. We never found those anywhere. Those are some of my favorite characters. They were released ever in this line. I remember I got Sergeant Bananas that Christmas as well. My brother got Mountie Moose. I didn't have him at that time. I got Dr. L then when it happened. Like all the characters you couldn't find. We both got King Lionheart. I got Tattoo. No, I got Tattoo at a different time. Did I have a Tattoo at a different time? No, that's when we got Ground Chuck and Dirtbag. So I think I got Tattoo. It doesn't matter. We got all these characters. Freaking the amount of money they probably spent back then. Again, these figures were like $4, so which is really, really crazy. Oh my gosh, $4. I love this figure. This is so cool, man. To finally mark this one off. To get this back. I have, like I said, I pretty much have every character that's on the back of this 44 pack. Like almost every single one of them. Absolutely amazing. I don't have Tattoo, Fugitoid, or King Lionheart on card. I don't like those figures. I do not have the storage shells on card. I have them loose, complete. I love the card backs, but they're way too expensive now. And I think that they're inferior to the 12-back turtles. Or, I'm sorry, 12-back. Thinking Star Wars, 10-back turtles. Well, I know a lot of people love the storage shell turtles. So, very, very cool. Man, so awesome. Look at this. One hero, one villain, 2 eras. All epic awesomeness. Very excited to add this to the collection and to share them with you guys. Those are our first 2 figures that we're going to show off on Mutant Mondays. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Checking out these little gems from the past. Maybe they're figures that you have in your collection that are some of your favorites, or maybe ones that you're just pining to add to the collection. You can still get them. They're not too crazy a price. You have your whole life. I'm sure you can save up $200 to get these figures if that's what they're going for. That is not what they're going for. I think Rat King is like $120, and then this one's maybe closer to $175 for a hothead. But it doesn't matter. If you work hard and save it up, you can get that figure too. So no big deal. But very, very excited to check these out. And I can't wait to do another one of these so we can open up 2 more boxes of turtle figures to see who is inside. There's so many. There's so many. Like most of the figures that I told you that are on this, they're in these boxes we need to open up. Absolutely crazy. Oh my gosh. So nuts. Hothead's my favorite. If I had to pick one. Pick your favorite kid. You can't love both the same. No, see, you almost love both the same. No, there's always one child you love more than the other. And that one is going to be Hothead. Which most of the time I'm going to be the villain side, but he's like the anti-hero. He was always like one of the top leaders when I fought in my little wars. He was definitely one of the top dudes. Him and Triceraton, they were always together. Oh man, I love this figure. I'm very, very excited. And I hope you guys are too. I'm going to stare at these for a little bit while longer after we're done recording here, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're your first time, like we always say, please check the back catalog. We do all kinds of toy and comic goodness from vintage to modern, all kinds of stuff. I'm sure you're going to find something that you like on this channel. So subscribe if you got something out of it and want to see more. I always like to have you here. We drop videos as soon as possible for you guys to enjoy and tickle your little fancy. So I welcome to see you guys back here next time. And until we get to that point, in our long work week, you guys be safe out there. Keep collecting. I'll see you next time. Mad love, geek out. See you guys on next episode.